So this is a Bosch 8 Series tumble dryer. If you've got one of these, you're probably already experiencing that it doesn't dry as quickly or as efficiently as it did when you first got it. I've done a couple of videos on this about how to get in there. There's a maintenance flap. You can cut the panel out so you can actually physically get in there. A couple of different ways of getting it a real good deep clean. But what I want to do now is I want to have a look at there's meant to be a self-cleaning function. But they bury it in like service menus. But the idea is we select the program, it will run the pump, dump all this, we'll fill this with hot water, it will dump that into the condenser, and then it will bring it back up again, put it back in this tank to dispose of it. So the idea is we're going to fill this with hot water, make sure it's clean, run the service program, and then at the end, have a look and see what sort of muck, if any, we've got out of there. So we take this filter out, you can see there's a bit of muck in there. Set that down. I'm going to clean this filter first. So the idea being any muck that gets sucked back up into this, well, hopefully we'll be able to see if we've had any improvements in it or how dirty it actually was. About as clean as I can get that. Let that sit there, and then I'm going to put I'm running the hot into the tank, and I'm just going to fill it up, slosh it around, because what I don't want is if there's any dirt or whatever in here, I don't want to measure it at the end or see it at the end. Now we can just fill this up. I don't know if there's a maximum or a minimum you should put in this, but I'll just get as much in as we can. That's about right. And then put your filter back in. And then we'll pop this in the machine. So make sure you've filled this tank first, because if you select the program, the machine will sense there's no water in it and just kick you out, it'll stop. Now what I found with this is you want to, don't hang around, just do one button push after another. If you pause it, it doesn't seem to like it. So machine on. And then select Allergy Plus, press and hold, turn it clockwise and release the button. There we go, PO1. Now if we turn the dial, we can change that to PO7. That's our cleaning cycle. PO3, now that does like a quick rinse cycle, but PO7 I think is the proper cleaning cycle. It takes a little bit longer, but I think it lets the water sit in the condenser a little bit longer, stands a better chance of getting it clean. That will now run the pump and go through a whole series of cleaning functions. Well, there we go, program's just finished. That didn't take long at all really. I want to say probably 5, maybe 10 minutes. So let's have a look at the water and see what's going on in the tank. Now I'm not expecting too much because mine's pretty clean. I've only just recently done a clean on it. There's nothing in the water looks pretty good. There is some tiny little bits on this filter that weren't there before. So I say I've recently cleaned mine. I took the panel off and did it that way, so I wasn't expecting an awful lot, but it did obviously shifted something, but whether it would have done that during a normal cycle, I don't know. Now when this finishes, it just comes up with P07 and the start light, pause light's flashing like a normal cycle would. To get out of that mode, it's just simple, you just turn the machine off. When you restart it, it'll automatically go back into normal service mode. I don't know if this is that great how it actually works, but it is something fairly quick and simple that you could do maybe after every other use or something. Just dump a load of hot water in the tank while the machine's still warm, might even be better. Select service mode, get it going, and you can just sort of do that, walk away, forget it, and then when you turn the machine off, just empty the tank, and the next time you use it, it might take a little bit more out and be one of these things that progressively cleans it. But the results weren't that impressive, but I say this is pretty clean. I've cleaned it recently, put it that way, so I wasn't expecting it. However, hopefully you like this one. If you can give it a like, it'll let other people find it. Do me a favour, if you hit the subscribe button, helps me grow the channel. Check out my other stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.